I don't know, welcome. It's been a while, I've been very busy. My wife had been very sick, she got operated yesterday, from the time that I'm recording this. So it's the first day out of the hospital for her. So it was a bumpy few weeks for me. Also I was very busy with writing my book on lengthened partials, which will come out, I hope, end of this month. All depends on how everything goes in the home situation. So today I'm going to try to guide you through my workout. And I say try because it's freaking hot in here. It's really I had to change my workouts a little bit just because of the heat. If I'm going to explain you or tell you what the original workout is, and that's for upper body. Original workout is I'm doing a pullover for the back and then a pull up and a chin up. I do this 3 exercises after each other, so as a superset. Then after that I would do my chest, would be dips, incline fly or incline press and an incline fly. Then I go to the shoulders, rear part, rear shoulders and front shoulders. Dumbbell curl, a seated triceps extension. So this is the original program, but because it's really too hot, it really takes a lot of energy from me. The new plan is to just skip the back for this week. So instead of doing the pullovers and the pull-ups and the chin-ups, and just start with the chest. And next week I will be doing the back and just skip the chest. It's also a little bit bigger picture is that I want to focus more on my shoulders and on my arms. I feel my shoulders are lacking a little bit. I just want to have more roundness. My chest was always a good part. It also comes very easy for me, and my back also comes along quite good. So it's really now focusing on my shoulders and my arms. So the program is, of course, today it's the dips. Then I go to a fly, rear shoulder raise. I do this lying down. Front shoulder raise, I also do that lying down. You will see how that works. Dumbbell curl, yeah, it's boring, but I also do that lying down. Yeah. Triceps extension, no, not lying down. I do this seated with an incline bench. And then I finish with a pullover, a dumbbell pullover, just to get a little bit of stimulation in my back, but also just give this extra tension in my triceps. It's just a perfect exercise to finish everything off with a pullover. You're working your chest, you're working your back, and you're working your triceps. So all 3 are already toast, and with this exercise, well, there's no denying there's going to be growth. So that's the program. So I'm going to try to guide you through every exercise, explain a few things during the warm-up, and then proceed to the working set. I will not talk through the working set because it's all focusing, because I only do one set to failure. So it's all about focus. And every exercise I do is with lengthened partials. It's something very interesting I picked up a few months, now half year ago already. Talk with my good friend Kevin Dye. He was doing this already since the 90s, and more studies from this year and last year showing that a lengthened partial has more benefits than a shortened partial, and in some cases even better or the same as full range of motion. So that's why I was investigating this for at least, I think, half year now, 7 months maybe now, just to find out, does it really work? Does it really give the benefits what they're saying? And Well, I'm writing a book on it, so yeah, it does. It made me gain more than I would have gained in the past. So in this short time, I've gained more muscle, even at my age, than in past times. So it is something that works. It's a miracle? No. It's still hard work, but it does its job. So let's start the workout. So the first exercise is going to be the dip. For the dip, I'm really warming up very carefully. I mean, I'm 54 years old, had some minor injuries in the past, and I do not want to have any major injuries, especially not with the shoulders. And when you dip, and you start dipping with the body weight, well, I don't know how much weight you can dip, but in my case, it's about 70% of the resistance that I'm going to use as my working set. So when you do body weight warm-ups, it is too much. So what I'm doing is I'm using a resistance bands. With this, it assists me a little bit, and along the way I'm going to use lighter and lighter bands until my shoulders are thoroughly warmed up, and my triceps and my chest, of course. So at this point, I'm really going for the feeling. I'm not worried about going that deep. I'm just feeling, trying to connect the chest muscles. So what I'm doing is, when I'm lowering, I'm pushing my chest to the front and my shoulder blades a little bit to the back. Then I get a really good tension in the chest muscles. So I go down, squeeze my shoulder blades together, and really feel the extra tension. When you just go straight down, it's a lot of tension on the shoulders and not so much on the chest. Anyway, you don't feel it like that. As soon as you go a little bit angle and squeeze your shoulder blades together, you get more tension on your chest muscles. So now I go for a little bit lighter. Don't go immediately, just take a breather. As I said already, it's very warm here inside. So I need my energy and my water. As long as I don't cool off. Explosions. As long as I don't cool off too much, and I promise you it's not going to work here. I'm not going to cool down that quickly. As you can see, I go as far down as I can, and I do not go all the way up. I go towards here when my arms are about 90 degrees. It's all chest and some shoulders, and when you push further, this is more triceps than anything else. And I really want to work my chest. So that's why doing like this as a lengthened partial, you're lengthening the muscles, the chest muscles like this, and you don't go all the way up. You keep tension on the chest muscles. And you get a greater response. And as you can see, every repetition is under full control. Even if I go a little bit faster with the positive part of the movement, the going up. It will never be in a real explosive manner. It will not, like, I want to have the full control of my body and of the resistance. I do not want to lose the control. Full control, and really focus on that negative. I truly believe that the negative part is the most important part of the exercise for hypertrophy anyway. So last warm up. So go down, push my chest out, shoulder blades together, feel that stretch, and go up. Hold it there, go down, feel the stretch, go up. Full tension, and really feel when you go down, you're really going to feel that stretch in here, that part of the muscle. So for the exercise, for the dips, I am doing already for a while negative only. So like I said before, I focus on the negative. Almost every exercise that I can really do negative only. It's just a few exercises what I can do here at home. Do not have a spotter, so nobody can help me. But with the dips, it's a really great exercise to do the negative only. Last time I did 10 repetitions with 25 kilos, that's 55 pounds, together with my body weight of 84. I could do 10 repetitions. I increase it now with 3.5 kilos, so that's 7.5, 8 pounds. Try to do the same amount of repetitions. When I feel that I can do it easily, then I go do it even slower. Not going to try to do 12, 13, 14, 15 repetitions because I can. At that moment I'm going to try to make the exercise even harder than it is. So, wish me luck, let's see what happens. So before I start my torture, how I perform this exercise. I go up with my legs, of course. I'm not going to push myself up because it's negative only. I take full control of the resistance, of the weight, and then lower myself. So I'm not going to just stand there, release and go. No, I go up, hold it, have control, then under control, really lower it and really feel the muscle. This is the most important part, especially with lengthened partials, is have full control and the feeling of the muscle. Some people doubt about muscle-mind connection, but the people who doubt, they have no clue what they're talking about or what muscle connection actually is. It is you go with your mind into the muscle and you really feel it moving. And especially with negative only, you can do that. So, oh yeah, one more thing. Yeah, it's going to be that long video. One more thing, when I lower, I do this I try in 5 seconds. As soon as I feel that I can no longer do this at 4 seconds, I stop the exercise. Because I know as soon as I can do it in 4 seconds, the next time will be that I'm dropping. Because the strength just goes away. So I do so many repetitions, try to do it in 5 seconds. As soon as it drops to 4, I can do it still, maybe 1 or twice. And then after that I know it's going to drop to 2 or 3 or even 1. And that is the dangerous point. This you want to avoid. So if you do negatives, 4 seconds is your limit that you have to stop. Okay. So as you could see, I felt that I could do more repetitions than last time, even with a higher resistance. So the last few repetitions I go very slow, and in the bottom position try to feel the stretch for 1 or 2 seconds, and I still manage to do what, 9 or 10 repetitions. So it's a good thing. So the rest between exercises is actually how long it's going to take me to build to the new exercise. So readjust my bench, put some weight on the dumbbells. So that's my time actually for resting and my new exercise. Rushing from one exercise to the other, it's really not necessary. It can only hinder you when you start the exercise already out of breath. So even for the second exercise, I do some warm-ups, because it's completely different with a fly and a dip. You all work the shoulders and the chest, anyway in a slightly different angle, especially for your shoulders. And while I'm doing this, warming up, I try to connect with my chest. So again, the rest between the warm-up and the actual set is just catching my breath. It's number one. And second, remove the weights and put the new weights on. Nothing more, nothing less. How long that takes? Well, as long as it takes, as long as I don't cool down and that the muscles keep their tension. That's the most important factor. If you want to train purely for conditioning, then yeah, speed up your exercises, speed up your time, and of course shorter rest periods between your workout, not too short, short enough, will also of course induce more growth in certain times because of the metabolic stress. But the metabolic stress is just part of the big picture. So let's start. Again, same with this exercise and every exercise actually. Last time I could do 8 repetitions. Because I made this video, I go a little bit slower. So I assume that it's going to be a little bit more, but as soon as I feel that I could do 8 easily, I slow down my movement and focus even more on the stretch position. And then of course next time I will go higher in my weights. I want to end with a negative, not with a positive, because again, I feel that the negative part of the exercise, the repetition, is the most important one. So if you fail on the positive part, try next time to raise the weight up and see how long and how slow you can still do this negative. You'll be surprised how much energy is still in there, how much strength is still in the muscle. Especially when you train alone. When you train with a training partner, you can do, of course, some forced reps. Don't go crazy on them, but just 1 or 2 forced reps. When you train all alone, what you do is, as soon as you feel the next rep can't be done anymore, you you raise the weight up and do a slow negative under control. And again, here goes the rule: when it goes at 3 seconds, don't do it anymore. You can still do it in 4 seconds, perfect. As soon as you hit the 3-second mark, it's going to drop down while you don't expect it. All very dangerous stuff. These were the heavy exercises. Let's go to the isolation exercises. Okay, let's see if this is going to be the right angle for this exercise. It's for the rear part of the shoulder. I'm doing that lying down. Let's see how much weight I have to use. Okay, so I'm going to start with a warm-up. With how much it is, 6 kilos. And it's heavy enough for a warm-up. Anyway, to get into the mood. The body is already warmed up. Just to make sure I don't get any strange aches, pains, and what have you. And as you notice already, I catch my breath from the other exercise, so that's a good sign. So let's see. I hope for you. Ooh, go lie down. Let's lie down the other way around. Especially for you guys, to show the exercise how it's supposed to be. I hope I don't fall asleep. So with this exercise for the rear shoulder, it is lengthened partials. I'll show you when you do regular bent over rear shoulder and you're sitting like this, this doesn't do anything. That's why they always suggest to throw the weight up. And why? Because here it's heavy as hell. So you want to use also some heavier weights, that it does something. That's why they throw a weight up, hold it, and then go back. But this absolutely does nothing. It's just wasted time. So that's why I started doing this exercise, lying down with when I'm lying like this, as you can see, my arm pulls, and it pulls the rear of my shoulder. So it really gives a good stretch, good pull on the back of the shoulder. What I'm doing is looking up, so I get a little bit more twist and more tension on the shoulder. The only problem is when you get big boobs like me, and it's a little bit of help. But it's always better than this bent over lateral crap. I do this way. I tried it here to get even a little bit more stress, but the positioning of the shoulder is, well, let me say it like this. I started to feel the joint after a while. You're locking up the shoulder like this, and when you pull it up, it's not a nice movement for your shoulder joint. So what I'm doing is under here, it's really hanging here, and then I go up. I do not go all the way up because here does nothing. It's actually the opposite of the bend over. This, here, here it starts to pull. Here, this point I want to find. So go all the way down, get a real good stretch in the rear part of the shoulder, and then move it up till here. Go down and up. Hold it here for a second. Do not go like this, because it doesn't make any sense. You just start to use momentum, and you can go on and on and on and on without even feeling the muscle. So I want to go here, hang it, drop the weight dead, go up here, hold it, and then move it slowly back. Hold it, and up. Go down. When I want to make it even heavier, that I feel, okay, I can do, again, too many repetitions. Got a little bit stronger than last time. What I'm doing is I'm holding my hand here, raise it up, go down, and from here push a little bit with my elbow, that the resistance gets a little bit heavier in this position. And then go up, go down, and help it, pushing it down, get a little bit more stress on the muscle. Ready for action. For the next exercise, going to be the lying front raise. It is really brilliant. It's the same principle of a regular front raise. When you're standing, this doesn't do anything. It really has to throw it up to get really some benefit only from the contraction. But again, study after study shows the stretched position of the exercise gives better results. So that's why I'm doing a lying front raise. No need to warm up, because with the dips already warmed up enough. Shoulders are warm from the lying rear raise. So it's just the finishing touch. Hope the angle is good. As you can see, when I'm hanging down, it's not touching the ground. Maybe you go a little bit lower. I think it's a better view for you guys. Oh, sorry, and gals. So So you get a real good stretch here in the front, really full tension on it. And again, you go all the way here. You do not go all the way here, because here there's no tension on the shoulder muscle anymore. Here also not, here also not, and here it starts. But I do not want to go to horizontal. So it's all about a good stretch, very good deep stretch. Hold it there, raise it up till here for the contraction and go all the way up. So it's about half repetitions. A little bit of hydration for the last two exercises, biceps and the triceps. I said already before, I'm doing the lying biceps exercise. Reason why, again, it's getting boring, but it is like this. The regular biceps curl, standing here or sitting here or whatever you want with the dumbbells, the weight is hanging straight down. There's no tension on the biceps. Absolutely nothing until you go start moving, and then still this is almost nothing that you can do for a whole day. It starts to be heavy here, this point, when it's a 90-degree angle, and then again when you go up, the weight distribution is getting less and less. You get a more contraction in your biceps, but there's less resistance from the resistance. From the weights. So when you're moving up like this, you go up, nothing, heavy, nothing. Then you go down and getting heavy, nothing. So when I'm going to lie down, start point is a full stretch in the biceps when the muscle is at its longest, the lengthened position. This is the lengthened position, this is the shortened position. Lengthened, so you start in a lengthened position, and then you do not move all the way up, because again, also when you're lying down, this last part doesn't do much more than contracting the biceps, but without the resistance pulling on it. And you want to have the most pull on the biceps or any muscle. Doesn't matter what muscle you do, you want to have the muscle at its longest. You want to have stretch resistance on that when your muscle is at its longest, and also when it gets shorter. You do not have to go all the way short, because most of the time in that position there is less tension from the resistance, especially with free weights. So you do not have to warm up with the biceps. So let's do the exercise immediately. Get a different angle for you guys, kids, ladies and gentlemen at home. That's a good, I think. Here you are. Here you are. So when I'm holding here, my arms are hanging. There's a stretch on my shoulders, the front part, and fully on my biceps. And even manipulate it a little bit by trying to overextend my elbows a little bit up to get more contraction in the biceps. And then I go up to here. If I go further, here does absolutely nothing. I can sit here with 20 kilos and it doesn't do anything. Here doesn't feel. And here it gets heavy. So this is the point when I want to find. So go all the way down. Full stretch in a muscle. And go up to here. Next exercise, overhead triceps extension. Perfect for lengthening the muscles. And again, do not go all the way up because there's simply no tension from the resistance anymore. Well, you're contracting the muscles, but the resistance, well, it's not there anymore. So, go up, go down, all the way down. I mean, you think you go all the way down. Go a little bit further if you can. Feel the good stretch. Up till here. Again, do not go all the way here because it hello. Yeah. Because it makes no sense because now it's an overhead press and nothing on your triceps anymore. Here it starts. At this point, this is the heaviest, as you can see. The angle is perfect for pulling on the triceps. And I'll make the tricep longer and longer as long as you can. And go up here. And I really concentrate on the triceps and on the pulling of the triceps. To here, hold. Go all the way down. Really make the triceps pull. And go up. Do not, with any exercise, explode the weight up. Because at this point, if you explode it, so much tension on the triceps, sometime it's going to happen. You're going to tear it. So go up. As soon as you feel moving, then accelerate a little bit. Go down. Stretch. Start moving and then maybe accelerate if you want to. But not at the bottom position. Do not accelerate too fast. Go up and then that's it. So this exercise, last one, is just purely to finish off my triceps. Chest, put a little bit of work on my back. Really lower it as far as I can. I do not go all the way up here because it doesn't make any sense. Because you make the exercise easier. I go as low at my waist as possible so you get a good arch. And I do not go all the way here because here again doesn't do anything. The tension starts here. Here, this is the point. To go all the way up. Hold it. Move till here. Go all the way down. Hold it. And up here. At this point I really feel my lats stretching. My triceps are burning. And I feel tension in my backs. Constant tension on all three muscle groups. And just go for the feeling. Tension. That was all, folks.